Keep waiting for her. First, order of business will be to approve the, last month's meeting, minutes.
I'll make the motion to accept the minutes, approve the minutes as written.
Second. Motion to accept and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried.
Thank you before.
You. So the first person that we have here is Leah Rains representing D&B Properties. It's case 2025-28 on page 2.
So we're going to do the pictures first, and then we'll give you 5 minutes to talk, okay?
What number is it again?
2025, 28,
On page 2. There you go. That's better.
So these are last month's pictures. Pictures. When I was there, I tried to make contact with someone. No one was home at the time, but clearly it's visible that with all the rain, there's a lot of stuff that couldn't be done. So, and it was raining the day I was there. Still more to go. I spoke with Leah a couple different times. She's clear on that, but I know that the rain's been a burden for a lot of people. So that's where we're sitting. Go ahead.
Our tractor broke and I'm trying to learn how to use it. And I will tell you, I am not at all inclined in that stuff. So we're working on that. Actually to the point that we've ordered a weed eater and I'm about to just weed eat the entire yard. So that's being worked on. And then the trailer, he just started a new job and he's working 10 to 12 hours. So unfortunately he's not been able to take the trailer and nobody wants me on the road with a trailer attached to a truck. So we're working on getting that done though.
Yeah, it's just the trash and then the tall grass and weeds is a little bit in the back. I mean, they've made consistent progress. You can tell where they were mowing and so it still needs to be taken care of. But we've spoken about the mower issue and with her husband's new job, maybe find some other help or whatever. But I think I would recommend another month.
For all the vehicles that we see operable.
Yes.
You operate a business out of there at one time?
So he has a business that the home location is there, but we don't he doesn't work on anything there at our house.
Any other comments? Any recommendations, any motions?
I will make a motion on his suggestion that we continue to monitor another month, that he stays in contact with her and she with him, and they work together and get this done.
I'll second.
I have a first and a second as far as continuing to monitor and work with Ben. Do I have all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Thank you.
Mhm.
Next case is Benjamin and Rita Mullen, 2026-19 on page 9.
Start with the initial case here. The initial complaint on this one was junk and trash. Outside, debris, junk, tall grass and weeds. Trash here on the side. Trash in the yard. It's current. They've done a good job on working on getting some stuff cleaned up. There's still some more stuff to go, but there's been a decent amount of cleanup. There's still some weeds that need to be taken care of, and a little bit of trash. But outside of that, progress is being made.
You identify yourself, please.
Rita Mullen.
Okay.
My husband can't be here because he's disabled and you'd have to carry him upstairs.
Okay.
I'm about that way. Everything is done. The comment was made that my sewer is messed up, and it is not, because I've had rickets out there last year. The car, it is plated. She did not know that she had to remove her plates. And I am putting in a drainage to my yard. That's why the pipes are there. This one's cleaned up. These are all cleaned up. And for somebody to say that you cannot have a wheelchair or a walker out in the yard is beyond me when you've got two disabled people. One has a catheter, a bad heart condition. I mean, that is really ridiculous.
That was never mentioned. That's not part of the ordinance.
My son's girlfriend told me, you told me that, because we were at the doctor and you said you can't even have the walker in the yard.
Never said that. Never said that. I'm not going to argue with you now.
And the weeds has been sprayed. And all I have is a push mower. I have two granddaughters and me trying to mow that yard. And I have a ditch in my backyard and I cannot walk down there and get all that stuff out of the ditch. The water's coming from the neighbor and everybody else. So, and I don't know who this is. After winter, nobody gives me time to make sure stuff's picked up because you don't know if after all the snow. And the same two people is calling on me the same time every year. And I know who they are, but you guys won't tell me who it is. But if it don't stop, I'm just gonna go down the line and start suing because this is ridiculous. Every year they want to pick on me. One person don't even live in their own house. And then the house next door, you guys want to complain about mine.
Some sort of farm implement.
It's not.
Across the street ain't farm no more.
Huh?
It's not a farm no more. It was sold.
This piece of equipment still there.
There's nothing there. They are remodeling that house.
He's not following what you're saying, Tim.
There's a big piece of farm equipment right here in the front
And you're on your property is what
of
he's
your property.
talking about.
That picture right there,
That's a tractor.
that's still there.
It runs. We use it every once in a while. There's nothing said about that tractor. Neighbor's yard, weeds are waist high.
I think it's just an attachment. It
You
could
want to see all their junk? I have it. All right here. You want to complain about a lot of people? This should have been done way before me.
So our initial complaint was the tall grass and weeds, the junk, and the trash, which are visible from, if Lisa wants to go back to the initial case photo.
Sure.
Initial case photo is visible from the roadway. The junk and trash, this right here. All this is very visible from the road. Okay, that was what the case started as. Okay, that's how this came into play. You can't deny the photo evidence there that there's trash right there.
There ain't nothing there now. It's gone.
That's
Did you,
This is after after all the snow, it's melted. And when you got a husband that's been non-responsive 3 times and I've had to call the ambulance out there and you try to take care of your husband that needs all the help he can get and you're out there trying to do everything on your own, it's very damn hard. I'd like to see everybody else try it.
You say you've got it cleaned up so far.
Yeah, it's done.
Any questions from the board?
no, sir.
Any recommendations?
I would move to continue to monitor to allow Ben to go out and confirm that it's all cleaned up.
And first, and a second, all in favor, say aye.
Sure, I took pictures yesterday.
Opposed, the same, motion carried. We'll go back out and check the pictures and see if we can dismiss this case for you.
Fine. I mean, I can give you pictures of what it looks like. I took them all.
Fortunately, we're regulated by law, so he has to go out and check it.
White truck ain't there, we're not there. And the fence is all private. I was told that by the health department and everybody else. Besides that, there's no gate to my backyard, and I have dogs that will bite you.
Next case, Mary and Keith Sigmund, 2025-05 on page 2.
All right, Tom.
Start off with last month's. Continued progress is being made here. From March to April, more progress. Same with April to May. Walk around the property with Tony and talked about some other stuff that needs to be taken care of. So he's aware of that.
What is this comment here?
Deckard.
All right, Tony, what's the update?
There's the side that I pointed out specifically with Tony. So
Working on it. I haven't got a chance to work on it since we talked much. It's rained just about every day, but got some done. The van out front will be done. That picture there, that's all garden right through there. You can see the stakes. There's cardboard over the plants, but
Are you burning that firewood or what is, okay, you're burning that?
just got more Sunday.
Does that dump truck operate that's in that picture?
Hope to get it operating soon.
we talked about that too.
Okay.
That along with
That one right there.
the campers and stuff that's back there. Brought that to his attention as well.
Intake operation.
Maybe. Sure.
What's that?
This is what I told, I
This
encouraged
right.
Tony to focus on. This is right inside the gate there.
I started on that.
Yeah, so.
Gentlemen,
Need to monitor?
I would say sure.
Yeah, I move to continue to monitor.
we have a first to continue to monitor and a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Thank you, Tony.
Next, we have Adam and Megan Clark, 2026-21 on page 10.
We'll start off here with the initial pictures here from when the case started. This one came in as a complaint of junk, trash, and inoperable vehicles. Some junk and trash in the driveway, some stuff here on the side, and then numerous vehicles that were either not plated, currently plated, or inoperable, or both maybe. So at this point, I think I tagged 4 vehicles during the initial case. Here is May. There's been a lot of improvement here. You might not tell from here, but there has been a lot of improvement. Several of the vehicles are gone and have been removed. The RV is being worked on, and the owner of it has been in contact with me about getting a title. It's in the California title right now. That's trying to switch it over to Indiana. So with them being in contact, I told them we'd hold on the impound for now. And I spoke with Adam a couple of times. We've been playing phone tag. We talked this morning, and he's done a lot of work. Still a little bit left to go, but I recommend some more time.
Mark,
Yes.
you got 5 minutes. Tell us what's going on.
Oh, well, I mean, I work nights, so I am with the rain and everything, so it's taking me a little bit longer to get some of the stuff done. The wood we do burn. We do allow people to come pick it up. We don't sell it.
The fence line and the day that you came out and showed that picture, so the next day it was that there's nothing along that, all that trash can.
Okay.
It's up against the house.
Yeah.
What's this right here?
No, not
Yeah.
that one.
The driveway. by
Yeah, the
garage.
driveway. Everything in the driveway's out. So,
What was with the pallets? What were you?
I get them from work.
Right, that's all.
So yeah, that's all clean out. I get the pallets from work. The ones that are broke, I burn. The ones that are not, I take to somebody else. So we don't build them or anything there. We don't repair them.
Where do you get all the wood piled up in the back of that picture?
Tree company.
Are you the tree?
I am not. They come and drop it off and we burn it. We cut it and burn it. So that's why some of those are pretty large. So we have trouble getting some of those and we try to talk to them. Oh, hey, don't bring those. But again, it's either they pay 30 to go to the dump or they dump it on us for free. And so we've had to stop them from doing that.
That's a good idea.
They love to get rid of it somehow. I don't care.
And then you're paying to get rid of it.
Yeah, now we are with the big pieces that was one person that dumped all those large pieces that we cannot. So yeah.
We have a recommendation from Ben to continue to monitor.
I'll make that motion.
And a motion,
I'll second.
and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Thank you. Thank you. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, very good.
Next is Marlena York, 2026-08 on page 5.
All right, we'll start off with last month's pictures here. April. All grass and wheat, it's still some vehicles out here, tires. There's May. A lot of rain, just like everybody else has had to deal with. But there has been some improvement noted. Looks like they're working on the tires, getting rid of those. The van is gone. If you look at this picture in the left corner, that's where the van was. It's no longer there, so they were able to get that removed. I believe I did not see, I think I have a picture, I may not. Looks like that boat and trailer are also gone. Yeah. Correct? Okay. I wasn't able to go back and look at the RV, right, to the mud and stuff,
Yeah,
but it looks like there had been some improvement, so.
and we can't get it out because it's too wet.
Right.
You can see how tore up it is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're hoping to have somebody come out,
Those ruts are there.
clear it, get us some gravel just in the dry.
Right.
Like back.
Tires, yeah, we're still working on those.
Was there a vehicle out farther out in the weeds, if I remember from last month?
That's gone.
That's gone. Okay.
Yeah, that was a friend of my son's.
Okay.
They came and got it.
So it looks like you guys have done a good job.
Yeah.
We're trying.
It's been so wet. I mean, the days that we had dry, we were able to get the most we got out.
So that's a property where the water comes from underneath. The banks.
No break anymore.
My neighbor's got a good on the drive. He's got a big pond in front of his yard, which never had water. We haven't.
We haven't been able to get back in there.
It's just south of you guys, all those houses right there.
Yeah.
Look like you've been making good progress.
Yeah.
Even though it's bad.
Yeah.
You've had some bad weather.
We're trying.
Or shouldn't.
Yeah, it looks a lot done from last month.
Get some good weather.
Well, if we get dry, we can get in and get some mowing done.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't mow. A lot of it's just, it was filled and it's very wet and
Make a motion to continue.
culture.
The first and a second to continue to monitor. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Thank you for the.
Good job. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Thank you for your input.
What's the next one? If we got the date.
Yeah, it'll be June 23rd.
Third. Okay.
21, 23,
They're like,
June 23.
June 23rd.
Yep. Thank you.
Next, we have Michael Sunday, 2023-35 on page 1.
Last month here.
You get the accessibility thing off.
yeah,
And on mine,
only on some computers, so I don't know.
Yeah,
It shows, but then it goes away after a bit. Once you get to May, it's all right. April, I don't get to see, there we go. Yeah, there.
maybe just,
Oh.
just slow down.
I wasn't.
Jake's it on mine, so I didn't care.
All right, we'll start off with April here. I've spoken with Mike about this at that time or sometime after that. He's aware of all this. He has made continued progress every month. This month he didn't seem like anything had been happening or anything had happened due to the rain. You can really tell there's just a lot of water right here. Well, I'm just saying, like from the water, there hasn't been a lot due to the water.
Right.
So that's kind of where we're sitting as of the 28th when I was there, and it was raining when I was there. You can tell it was splashing in the water.
Understand.
Yeah, so that is quite a bit different right now also, and then around the other side, since you were there. So through the, of course, the weekend, wet and graduations and all that stuff, but actually, last night I tackled it some more. Rain. I've got some pictures from this morning. So this is on the east side, so I don't know, one of those pictures has been. This is around the back,
Is that it?
right there,
Okay.
Yep.
and that corner.
Yep.
Right there. There's a few more things. I've got pretty much everything on the trailer getting ready to strap. The panels that's on the east side, right there, are gone. This is the north corner. So, yeah, so, with everything else around, but more progress, slowly getting it all away, so.
Mike, as a farmer, there's a phrase called you're in the short rows. Don't you get tired of coming in and seeing us?
I do. And I'm busy
I understand.
No, everybody is, but I mean, busy, like late nights, like this, like literally I was out there till 2:30 this morning because long day.
We're gonna get a complaint from a neighbor about that.
What's that?
Say, be careful, we're gonna get a complaint from a neighbor about that.
Oh, I don't make a lot of noise, but here again, this is one complaint one time. I've been there for a long time and never have any problems, but, so yeah, another day was going to be able to get out of work earlier yesterday and it turned into 3 hours after that. So didn't get, yeah, it never goes as planned to what the kind of work I do. So yeah, it is coming along. I know it seems slow, but then again, playing with the weather and all that stuff, because I mean, we've had, of course, everybody knows. And then sometime between when I came in this morning and now this morning, it rained some more. So,
Let's hope we have some good weather.
yeah, I hope so. We've got, and a lot, hopefully if the weather agree. And then that tree, that's another thing that I did Saturday afternoon, that tree that's towards the house that.
Oh, yeah.
You saw.
That fell, yeah.
Got it all cleaned up Saturday afternoon. So it's all cleaned up and done. And that's part of the reason the rain, I guess the ground was too saturated and it just let go. But yeah, we've actually got an open house there for graduation open house. And so I've got a lot more to do that I want to try to get done according to the weather.
You have come a long way and we appreciate all your effort and we can see it coming to a close, like Tim said. You're down to the short roads now.
Yep.
Gonna miss you. I move to continue.
I'll second that. First and a second to continue to monitor. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried.
Thank you. We'll see.
Thank you. Keep the good work.
Next, we have Jesse Gephardt, 2026-17 and 2026-18 on page 8 and 9.
We'll start off with the 7053 West Grant Street, Augstown. Last month. In May, a lot of improvement. You'll note that looks it's real good, real clean.
Those windows you saw, I installed them, or at least one. But yeah, I've been busy doing stuff. I'm always doing something. And sometimes the neighbors, it gets a little out of control. Neighbors get a little crazy about it, want to call in every time I try to do something. Sometimes I let it go a little bit too far. But as I told you guys a couple years ago, I do have a 5-year goal. So I've only been there for a little over 2 years. That whole house is coming down. I went to the health committee last month, got pre-approval for remodel, but I have not submitted my plans yet to the planning and zoning board. But I plan on building a real nice house there and tearing it completely down. And I'm going to be moving out there. So that property was pretty rough when I got it. And I know I've had some new stuff come and go, but I got a big family and I always try to help everybody out. But I don't know. I do the best I can.
Bring this stuff in most of the time.
Huh?
If your family was bringing this stuff in.
I got, like my mom, that car you saw in one of the pictures, that's my mom's car. I told her she needs to change that timing belt at 150,000 miles, and that car blew up on her about 170,000 miles. And so I towed it for her, and then I scrapped it because I told her I wasn't going to swap the engine on it. I'm not doing big, heavy mechanic work over here. I mean, it's more of a.
Your plans to tear all this down, put a new house, a residential?
The house, yes, the building is a remodel. I'm gonna tear that front wall down. It needs a new roof. But
So I don't mean to stop you, but before we go on to that one, it's a different case. This one, 7053, I believe is compliant.
I'd move to dismiss.
Motion.
$1,000 abatement because last
Second.
month you guys did an abatement, $1,000 on this property. And I wasn't even supposed to be here. My paperwork that you guys sent me said to come here today, so.
We requested, we didn't order.
Oh, okay, there's a big difference, huh?
There's a big difference. We order you and you don't show up, we're gonna fine.
Okay, well,
We requested so we could have a conversation with you.
Will you refresh my memory when you bought this? It was kind of a mess.
kind of, you could not walk around that property 20 foot
you
out
got
all
it
the
all?
way around.
You got it all cleaned up for us, right?
Yes.
And it looked, you
I
brought,
couldn't even walk in either one of those buildings.
you put stone out front and fixed it up fairly nice.
Yeah.
And then it's gotten out of hand.
Well, yeah, it got way out of hand, really. I mean,
Let us hope it doesn't get out of hand. Yeah.
it's like I got a lot of stuff still back in the back. And I try to move stuff out to
So I say, let's go to the next.
Let's finish.
On the zoning side, I had a couple things, because it came in as a zoning violation as well. The dumpster, is that going to go away?
that dumpster.
Yeah.
That's where the dumpster company wanted to put it. Can I put it on the commercial side? Because I still
I checked our code today.
I still want to move. I still want to there's still a lot of stuff in that house that I want to get rid of.
Yeah, so if you're actively using it for maintenance purposes, you can have it there, but otherwise, in this zoning district, either it cannot be there or it has to be within like a dumpster enclosure.
So like walls around it. Well,
Mhm.
half that house still has a bunch of junk. It's so nasty. I had a guy go in there with a hazmat suit,
Okay.
putting her stuff out because it's just nasty. I don't want to do it, but it's still a work in progress.
Okay, well, I'll just put in my notes that I'll monitor it, and hopefully within like 3 months or so, like at the end of the summer, you'll have it completed and we can.
Well, at the end of the summer. Well, they did raise the price up, so it's like $100 a month now.
Yeah.
So what I can,
You can put it in effect like a 6-foot fenced enclosure and keep it there.
put a fence around it.
Mhm.
Okay.
With a gate, yeah.
All right.
So I'll kind of just give you that to chew on. So by the end
If
of,
I move it to the commercial side, the other side of the property, it needs a
it
fence.
doesn't matter, the zone is the same on both properties.
Okay.
It needs the
All right.
fence, yeah. So yeah, I can just give you till like, the end of August to decide if you want to do that or remove it, if that'll work for you.
I let everybody in town use it. Even the guy who called on me, the neighbor,
Yeah.
he uses it.
And maybe a fence with,
I was like, what the heck, dude? I'm so nice to everybody around there. And
yeah.
they just, I don't know. Try to hard.
Maybe I'll build a fence for you.
Yeah, maybe I'll
Yeah.
put a fence for me.
And then the wood on the side of the house, is that being actively used for something?
Yeah, that's my firewood for next winter.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, on
I
my,
just moved it all and stacked it all in one spot because storms knocked down a tree. I went out there and cut it out of the road one day and had it stacked up by the tree. And I just cleaned everything up and moved it around.
okay. Okay, yeah. So on my end, at least for this property, everything is compliance other than the dumpster, and we'll figure that out at the end of the summer.
I had a motion and a second to dismiss this particular case.
Yes, sir.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Carried on 7053.
All right, now we'll do 7059 here, Bogstown. April. This is when the fence was down. Large amount of stuff in the back. This is the property line between the neighbor to the west and his property here. There's May. Front has been cleaned up.
Yeah, I repainted that building too.
No good.
I've already had plans to do this before anybody even called. I mean, really, like even last year, I always planned to clean it up. It gets a little messy. And now it just kind of feels like it empowers my neighbors, like, oh, if I called, he'll clean it up. Like, I've already had plans to clean it up. So it's like not really much change in my life except for.
So fence has been put up back here. The fence, a new fence put up on the neighbor's side that was not there from before. This is still stuff visible from the road. This is from, this would be from like the elevation of.
Yeah, like all the push trailers, all those trucks and all that. Actually, we got a lot of stuff to move out there, but I had it compact to the back, so it looks a lot worse than what it. Yeah, you know, I've been scrapping and scrapping and scrapping. Recycling, I guess, since I'm not really allowed to scrap. It's just trying to get rid of stuff.
Is that the stuff that was there, purchased property, or are you bringing stuff in?
Couple of trucks were mine, but a lot of that stuff was there when I purchased it. And a lot of them do run, and there's like a backhoe and a truck that doesn't run. It runs, but the body's rotted out on it. And it's like, well, I need to get rid of that and scrap it, but I just want to take the drivetrain out of it and just haven't done it yet. I just hate getting rid of stuff that runs.
Was that your active business scrapping or are you just doing that?
Oh, no, I'm not scrapping, no.
Okay.
No, I'm not, I don't even care to go to the scrap.
You're not bringing.
Going to scrap.
Yeah.
If I was a scrapper, that stuff would be gone. But I don't even like going to the scrap yard. I pop my tires and scratch my truck or whatever. I just, you know, it's a process. That's why I got the Connex too, so I can, because there's still a lot. I mean, when I'm not working on the outside, I'm always working on the inside because that building was packed full to the, it's a truss roof and it's open ceiling all the way to the roof. That building, I had to climb over stuff to get to the back of the building, get out the back door. And that big pile of sheeting out there was inside. I don't even know what to do with it. It's like $100 a sheet came from Knopf over here.
What's our ordinance say about the material that we see over the fence? I mean, we still see a lot of vehicles and things. Is it just because it's behind a fence, is it exempt, or if we can see it,
You can see it from a public roadway, then
then you have to deal with all that stuff behind the fence?
it's my concern as well, that you could still see over the fence, so.
There's the elevation of that back road.
That means you got to.
Side road is not, but.
That back road's a private road. It's not even really a road. It's
The one-
it owns by the farmer, isn't it?
No, this elevation is lower. The post.
No, but the road you're on, that little drive you're on, that's private property.
Right. No, well, whatever.
You can't really see it from the road.
This is not, I'm talking about the elevation. You can still see this from the road, from where the post office is on.
Right.
So.
All right.
That needs to be the team.
Well, the outside looks really good, but we still need to deal with all of that.
I'm trying to get rid of all of it. I really am. Because like I said, I need it all gone so I can tear down that back wall and build a new wall and tear down that front wall and build a new wall.
That ought to give you incentive to start proceeding to that.
And every day I'm just, I have multiple businesses. So I I live in Greenwood and I have a construction business. So I took this on and I'm not as young as I used to be. Don't have that kind of energy no more. It's a little bit much, really. It is. It's a lot. So I just keep chipping away at it. Keep chipping away at it. Keep chipping away at it.
Do you have any timeline on when you might have it all moved?
I don't know. Not really sure. I wanted to really start construction sometime by the end of the summer. So I'm not saying I'll have it all gone, but I was going to have a nice big path for crews to come in and backhoe to knock down that wall and haul everything away.
I would move to continue so we can monitor and see if he follows up and starts to clean that up.
So there was an order of abatement last.
There was.
Yeah, you made it. You guys want to hold on that?
Let me look.
How you guys?
Would it help if we cleaned it up for you?
Nah, no, you guys charge too much.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of those trailers do have forever tags, and there's the bigger trailers, well, I just need to scrap them, so. I don't know.
It'd give you more room for your construction supplies to come in and work on the place.
Yeah, yeah, so,
I don't know if you want to hire some scrappers and allow them on your property, the liability of that, but
yeah,
that needs,
I don't really like scrappers coming around because I do have some nice expensive things.
it needs to go though.
And,
Just for my clarification, because it's also like a zoning violation. So for code compliance, do you need it all gone or just not visible? What are you
Not visible from the fence.
just not visible? Okay,
And he can't build a taller fence, right?
correct, yeah,
Fence is legal height.
yeah, okay.
Go another 2 foot.
But you can't, according to her.
I go 8 foot on the fence. There's no code about that.
Um,
I looked it up
yeah,
after.
well, technically, since it faces a road, it's a front yard fence, so.
It doesn't face, that's an alley for the elevators. It's not the road.
There's a parallel road there.
Yeah, well, no,
After that, there's a whole property behind that fence, and then there's a road.
yeah, there's a whole, never mind, you're right. So, you can go up to 8 feet on the fence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that,
If you can't see it.
does that fix our problem or the fact that we can see it now?
We already know it's there.
Already know it's there. Is that right? The fact that we already see it now means we have to deal with it?
I want it gone, but if it makes it in compliance, just to get it off your guys' case, put it up 2 foot.
Hiding it will not get it off the case. Because we know it's there.
I guess
Is that correct?
from our standpoint, working on it a little bit when you have time over the next year doesn't sound like it's going to get it, right?
Right.
Because
I can move up. I can put a little bit more time into it, and I do have a crew of guys. I can come out there and get her.
Well, yeah, one day with the crew, one day with the crew. One day.
More than a day.
Please, with you and your crew versus us having it taken away.
yeah.
I mean, the
If you
choice
promise-
is yours.
Yeah, so if you promise us that you're going to do it instead of we'll do it.
So like some of my mud trucks and my tractors, like I got a backhoe back there that I'm rebuilding the motor on. And there's certain things I don't want to get rid of, like maybe my horse trailer. And Connex I got for storage so I can move the stuff out of my building during my remodel state. But eventually that Connex is going to be, I don't want the Connex when I'm all said and done. It'll be in my way when the building's done.
From a zoning standpoint, you can't use the property for outdoor storage, period, so it all has to be gone. If you can see it.
What about during remodel?
During remodel, you can have, like building materials outside, but that's and items you maybe use as like, equipment for the remodel. But until that's completed.
Well, what if, I'm just trying to work around trying to make everybody happy here and trying to get it done. And I got a lot, I got my 4-wheelers and Harleys and stuff in that building. So I don't, I bought the building because I thought I could use it. So I don't know
The horse trailer, you just get that plated. That one's fine. And same with that enclosed trailer. That's
the trailer's plated.
Right. Well, then
They will be.
you don't have to worry about.
Yeah.
As long as if they can roll down the road and they're plated. So those are fine.
Well, I would make a motion then, since I moved last time to abate, I would move to delay that abatement a month and give him time to bring his crew in and do it instead of having to pay us to do it.
I'll second that motion.
So I have a first and a second to delay the abatement for a month. and give him time to work on it. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Thank you, sir.
Next, we have Stephen Etheridge, 2025-43 on page 3.
Start here with last month's pictures.
Can you go backwards?
There has been some improvement.
Well, we didn't see any of the,
We didn't see
any of the pop prior.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, you have to look at you might look at the big monitors.
And I can see it just fine, so my apologies.
Mine's have the same issue, so.
And you see
Now we
April
can
slot.
There we go.
I don't know why it's doing that. It's on mine too, and
Huh.
I think it's just these cross tiers doing. I took a picture of it, so I'll send that to you
Thank you.
to see what's going on.
but again, this is last month. Spoke with his wife about some of the stuff that was still there, some toilets and stuff that were outside. This is current pictures. Spoke with Steve, walked around with him. There has been more improvement. Seems like there's more improvement every month. Toilets are gone. Still some more issues still that we've talked about that he's gonna try and work on rectifying. So that's kind of where we're sitting right now. The Honda SUV here, he's still waiting on. It's your niece's, right?
No, my granddaughter.
Daughter. Okay.
Yeah, she said she's gonna have the money for me by the end of the month.
So he's still working on that.
It needs 2 parts.
And there's still some issues back here, the horse trailer, and then some of the weeds and some other.
Those camping trailers back
Yeah.
there.
The camper trailer.
Camper, yeah, and it's plated.
Okay.
And the Honda, it does start and run and move. I move it around and stuff, but it needs a trailing arm for the rear wheel, and it needs a right rear door.
Go back one picture. There's a trailer with a green door on it.
Yeah, that's a box. Yeah, I don't think it's actually, I think it's just
It's not a trailer.
I think it's like a shipping container.
Okay, ship, okay.
It may have been a trailer at one time, but I don't think it's on the axles.
I believe it's got, I don't know, some of us will remember this. An elephant with a little elephant and stuff on that was painted on the side of them. They were like, way back in the day when U-Haul wasn't as popular, like a moving truck. I was probably, I don't know, it's been around since I was like 16 years old. It's,
you're using it for storage.
yeah, it's a very nice storage shed, really. I mean, it's, nothing gets wet in there, that's for sure. But, now the metal that was there, or them doors, I got them, they're not there no more.
Is that what we were seeing in that pile? That was doors right there?
No, I don't, we'd have to go back a little ways to
Is this
see them doors.
looking
I
at?
got rid of the doors and I got rid of, there were some tires, I got rid of all the.
The 2 trees there.
Oh, that's a log splitter. I've got it covered up. That's a cover that covers the engine that is sitting there on top of it.
You're saying that is a log splitter?
Yes.
What is all this?
That's 2 aluminum toolboxes that go in the back of a truck.
Oh,
He did have some trash on top of that he had from me.
Yeah, I got rid of all that. It was the log splitter. I mean, it's always lived outside. It works good. Not a great big one, but
What do you recommend we do here?
Is he working well with you and?
Yeah.
Go to the next.
Yeah, he sent me, so this one originally also, and it's still there. Part of the issue was the box truck and it's in the driveway. I didn't take a picture of it, but that has been an issue since it started, but ever since it started.
finally
He's been getting back.
got tied on with, got a plate.
Got a title and plated compliant. There's consistent progress on this property from month to month.
What's all this stuff here?
Plant, stuff for plant, you speak better to it than I can, but stuff for your wife, right?
Yeah, and she starts all of the plants for the garden. And then she's got a lot of flower plants going on. Them, like that blue thing there. It's one of them old time, well, everyone sees it, tries to buy it. One of them big stand up horse tub things. It's got, of course, potting soil in it, and she starts planting that. There's a couple of them. And
Do you have plans on tidying that area up? It just looks messy right there.
oh, well, now that all them flowers are popping, it doesn't look quite the same.
Barrels.
It just looks.
I'm not sure what's in that one. I know a lot of that is potting material, potting soil, potting, stuff for flowers, the way you said. Like this area is where the toilets were. There may be there's bags on the other side of the house of compost or something, I believe. But a lot of this, there's just a lot of it. There's a lot of potting.
Well, that's all garden soil. That's all garden soil that we over there at Walmart. Them bags of stuff is.
Might look like there's junk, but it really is just a large amount of.
Yeah. Well, I'll make a motion to continue if you'll continue to work with him.
Yep, I will.
I have a motion to continue and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Okay, thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
Steve.
Next, we have Gavin Amrine, 2026-12, page 6.
More? Fill up with last month here in just a moment.
You see the screen okay?
Back.
Yeah.
Go back one slide if you can and see if it goes off. No.
It takes a little while. There you go.
That's okay.
Okay.
Here's April. This is the initial pictures. Here's May. There has been a lot of improvement. I know the order of abatement had gone out and fine was assessed. Leave time, or at least an abatement was gone out. I'm sorry, no fine. But there's been some improvement here. Still some more to go, but you can tell clearly there's not what was there before.
That blue tarp that's over wood.
Say that again?
That blue tarp is over the wood pile that gets burnt. I'm going to keep it dry for a few days to where I can burn it.
What's the progress with the abatement?
It can be abated at any time, depending on the schedule of the contractor. There has been improvement, so again, I was wanting to let the board see that, see if they wanted to hold on any other abatement or continue. there has been an improvement made to the property.
Well, if our previous past with this case is not a good relationship.
I wasn't here for that.
We were promised it would get cleaned up once before.
And it never did really get cleaned up.
That's why we dropped the case the first time, because between him and his attorney, they said they would take care of it themselves or they would pay to have it done.
Gotcha.
So I think it's time they pay to have it done.
What, that vehicle's got the flat tires, is it?
It does, he showed me a plate for it, it does, and originally it was not there, originally it was on the other driveway, so it was able to move from there to here. It does have flat tires, but it was operational enough to drive from one spot to another, and it does have a plate, so.
Good enough.
Those tires, I've got replacement tires for those. Gonna have that swapped out here. I'm limited a little bit to when I get a project finished where I have money to be able to do things like the, replacement of the tires.
Jody, what do you recommend? Seems how we had an attorney involved in the first time.
I mean, this is a new case, so board, I mean, it's at the board's discretion as to what you want to do. At this point, I think there's a pending abatement, right? So.
And I've continued to work on it since these pictures were taken.
We need to see a bunch of improvement fast. I mean, we really, with our history with this case, we're not happy here.
Understand.
I feel like we've been played for a fool.
Apologize for that. I did not intend.
I'm just being honest with you. It's reluctant to I'm reluctant to work with you. Only because
time, like how long
you'll take 2 loads out and bring 3 loads back. Is kind of what I'm seeing.
It's the cheaper.
I fair to say that?
Well, a lot of this isn't leftover construction material he's brought home from jobs either.
That he has plans with somewhere down the road. That's what I'm saying. 2 go out, 3 come in.
To be totally honest, there are tools and stuff that I have purchased that I have brought in. But
you leave them out in the middle of the drive.
my crime is that I've allowed it to look bad, and I've didn't have enough barn to put everything in. And then when we did the last process, anything that I mean, obviously I tried to do as much as I could in the time I had. I packed anything of value into my barns, which now has created an issue because now in order to get into my barn, get stuff out, I have to bring it out to go through it and see what's value still, what's been ruined by flood, what's been. I've gotten used to the trailer there, and I've been continuing to fill that up. I've got it now for several weeks. He's offered it to me because I told him, I really needed it. I apologize. I'm not normally an emotional person, but this is a property of 30 years that it's taken to pay it off. And I built that barn there, the shop. And I know this is mental health awareness or whatever month. But going through, and I understand, yes, it was a lot of years ago. But if anyone has gone through a flood where the majority of your personal belongings have been destroyed, where things that you've worked for years have been destroyed, it can really give you a very depressing state of mind. And I've dealt with that as well as trying to stay busy and pay bills. But I am moving forward every single week. Every single week I am out working on issues that I've allowed to get bad. When we had our last meeting before this one, I brought up the fact that I still have to, even though it wasn't part of the agreement, I still have my barn to clean out. I still have my side porch to clean out. And I'm not I don't want to stop doing that. I want to figure out a way that can be in compliance and yet still move forward. Because I have to get this done for my own life, because of my own mental health and ability to move forward. But I can't afford to. I mean, I don't, with the type of work that I do, I try to treat my customers fairly. I try to do the best job that I can for them. I don't make a lot of money. So I work a lot of hours. Seventh grade education. My parents pulled me out of school and home educated me. My heart is in the right place, and I don't want to make, like the gentleman said, I don't want you to feel like I'm trying to pull some scam or something. I very, from the deep part of my heart, like I said, I took these pictures before any of this ever started because I wanted to be able to see for myself. It takes seeing improvement myself to know that I'm moving forward, to make that to where I get the motivation to continue going. I mean, it can be very depressing.
If we clean up the outside, that would leave you more time to work on your barn and getting it in order. Would that help you?
Got some friends that I've talked to about helping me out because it would be free labor. I can't, like right now, I've got a project I'm finishing, I'll get some money.
I know, it's all the same over and over. Yeah.
Can't afford to have someone come in and charge me. I made $28,000 the year that this first happened, and I was charged $8,000 to stay up till 2 and 3 a.m. in the morning with Darren around to try to get things to look good for pictures. Because I mean, it was probably one of the most stressful aspects of my entire life that I've been through. And I don't think it should be that way. I think that it could be done in such a way that you come alongside people that have issues, that have.
5 minutes are up.
I'm sorry. But
we've heard all this before, Galvin. What we want is if you can't get it cleaned up, we're going to clean it up. I felt the board was very generous last month when they just ordered and paid it because I was thinking a $10,000 fine. So we got to have some answers that are going to change this property quickly because of our relationship. We were promised this was going to be done 2 years ago, and we're worse than we were.
Okay.
The mess that was in the front is because I've been working in the attic, throwing stuff out to get it. And I didn't have the trailer accessible at the time.
We're waiting for a dump truck. We hear excuse after excuse after excuse.
Someone asked me if I had used the trailer and how many. I've taken at least 4 of that trailer full of stuff that has been damaged and destroyed. Things that were not trash, things that were valuable. I had a stack of OSB floor decking that I was going to use for my remodels to save me money. And it got wet. And I didn't realize it. The tarp had blown up. I moved things around, trying to, work with whatever system there is in place. Okay. I would ask that, like with others, if you guys, the accountability, like when Darren was here, the accountability of Darren coming out and working with me was beneficial. It was. And I understand I paid $8,000 and I did the work myself. There was no crew came in to help. Can't afford that again. I can't.
I think there's not as much as what was there. I don't think there's a lot that needs to go. I think so. I don't know what the contractor schedule's like. It just depends on his timeline. He's got a couple ahead of you.
And
That's just an honest thing.
The good thing is the more you get cleaned up before they abate it, the cheaper it's going to be.
Yeah.
So we just.
If it comes to the
Yeah.
time when the contractor's ready to go out there and I go out there and I'm like, he's got it all done.
Yeah.
He's got it all done, you know? So maybe take that as a bit of good news.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna delay it. Like, I
Yeah.
wanna make sure that's clear that to the board, I'm not delaying anything.
It's up to the board to make,
Yeah.
do we keep the abatement? Do we add tax, penalties to it? Or do we give him 30 days? I mean, this case is not,
I would make a motion that we continue with the abatement on schedule. You don't have to rush him, but if he's in line,
Right.
when his time comes, send the guy.
Got it.
And for him, I think that'll help him once it's cleaned up. You know, we're not gonna hit him with a big fine. We're just gonna abate the property and get it over with.
Yep.
That's my motion.
I'll second that.
I have a first and a second to continue with the abatement. Whenever he can get squeezed in, that gives you some time to save you some money. And if he shows up there and it's all cleaned up, thank you.
Definitely try.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carries.
Two ladies.
I understand my time, but I do appreciate what Lean is allowing.
Just work with Ben,
If I can.
see what we can resolve.
I need to have a sidebar with Lisa for just a moment if I can.
Hang on a second. They're gonna talk.
He can go.
Oh, you can go? Okay. You can go.
You can go.
I don't know what else to do in this situation.
It's the same.
He's not listening.
The first
I
time.
don't ever have.
Did he not say that he spent $8,000 for somebody to come out?
I think they give him an estimate.
Same, same story.
He spent $8,000.
We're waiting for my semi dump truck. Gotta let somebody.
And it was the last
time. It's don't, you know, going out. I don't know.
So it's got stuff sticking out the window.
He's admitted he's a whore.
Yeah.
He did clean it a little bit, but that's nowhere near
The
what.
best thing's having hand is everything's greened up and very well.
What's going on?
It's time to figure out shit.
She came in with her.
I didn't really. Yeah.
No, they did one coming with better. You're gonna find that guy's not gonna do, you know,
No, I believe, I am not trying to push back at all. I'm just telling you from when the initial case happened to now. So,
and I, you know.
and again, that when I talked to that guy, it was very cordial, which for me in the last however long, it doesn't happen very often. So like, he built a good rapport with me. So I'm willing to work with him. So I understand you guys have a completely different viewpoint. You guys dealt with it.
This was a repeat.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, Miss Lisa, which way we go?
Yes, so we have April Phelps here with the case of Belva Altamore 2026-16. We are starting legal action on this case due to threatening actions from April's friend. And if you recall, I'll put the case up.
Okay.
In fact, those threats were very violent threats, so.
Is this, okay.
Do we start out with, it says no signal entering power saving mode. And now the accessibility thing comes up.
I sent you a picture of that on email if you want.
Thank you.
It says, it's got a thing, it says move.
But it goes away.
I think eventually it goes over the side.
Go forward one slide and then go back. Then
It's a time element. There,
you go.
you're okay.
Start off with April here. Initial case. Vehicles and junk in the side yard. Nothing in this side of the yard.
And that's all the pictures we have due to the threats, so. Yeah.
So
So where are we at with prosecutors?
I don't know where we're at on that side.
So from the legal side, the complaint is ready to be filed. It is not filed yet.
That's
That has been prepared.
that's for the abatement assistance, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
A charge has been filed on the threat against you.
Yes.
I'm not sure who I should be looking at and whether or not I'm going to need my glasses.
You can look at the president. He's right down there.
So sure who's that one?
Talk to all of us.
Okay.
I just,
Sir,
Make decisions.
it's a group.
Okay. So you got 5 minutes to explain yourself and what your game plan is here, or
Okay, I'm really kind of at a loss, but I will try to speak quickly. That was the day that Ben came out, which was April the 10th. That morning, I'm again in the trying to be brief. That morning I was in an odd mental state. I had just found out that morning that my brother-in-law had passed away suddenly overnight. And so I was kind of teary when he came up to start with. But when Ben came up, and I assume that you've not been out to take pictures, and and I wish that I had. When I spoke to you, I tried to make it to Ben gave me the date originally of today. And so when I called my sister and let her know that there had been a problem with the property again, but that we would get it cleaned up and that I needed to appear in the court on that particular date. And she said, well, I just trust you to take care of it. And my sister is 84 and she lives up in Lake County. She's a retired school teacher. So the letter, I let her know that she would be getting a letter, and the letter went to her, of course. And I had just told her, everything needs to be cleaned up. We are having, originally the date was today's date, need to get everything cleaned up, and I'll appear then and we'll get it taken care of, which was the last thing I said to Ben, we will get this taken care of. So since that time, that day, and I called and left you a message that the vehicles that were off to the west side of the property were not running and were not currently plated. So those vehicles are all gone. The burn pile back to the far corner is now just got ashes in a pile. The building material, there's 2 piles there, although one is difficult to see. One was we had to have a new well put in. And when we did, when they dug it in a new area, there had been a house on the property when my parents bought it back in the 50s that they had built this house and torn that one down. So when they went to dig the trench for the new well, they hit a lot of materials that had been, I assume not basement, but the lower part of that. So that was rocks and bricks over to the side. That is gone. The wood that was over, that's our playground. The wood that was over to the side, that is all gone, completely off the property. The front yard. And when he was out, we did not have a running mower. We have since gotten a new mower, so it's nicely mowed. That's our dog kennel. It's usable. And then the things that are on the east side of the property, which would be the far side of the truck, that area is cleaned. There's a camper that there's nothing in that area of the lawn. The camper, which was parked adjacent to the house, that is gone. That needs to be seeded with grass, but that is all gone. So the only thing that is left around the house right now is there are some things in the back. I do not know whether or not they are visible from the road, but that is a daily working on it thing. Initially, where those vehicles are parked, there is a raised wooden platform that used to be a shed that had gotten hit on the top by a tree that split, and then the last tornado that we had took out the rest. So that left us with a lot of materials that had been in the shed since my mother was alive 30 years ago, just odds and ends. So that was a lot of the mess. So I realize that I am not at this point addressing the criminal concern. I'm just trying to address the cleanup part of it. And I don't know how to prove that to you without you coming out and seeing that that is gone. And then I don't understand, when we spoke last time on the phone, I did not understand what an abatement was. You said that there would be an abatement and it would start 20 days from that day. So not knowing what it was, I was like, okay, in 21 days, if it's not raining, people are going to show up if I don't have this cleaned up. So that was kind of our march. So that was the rush to get the property cleaned up because I didn't understand. But so that part is done. That's the part that I can address in this part. And are there any questions or concerns about that?
So basically, you're telling us 99% of this stuff's cleaned up.
Yes. The only thing that would not be is we have a deck on, or a porch on the back of the house. And so some of the things that have not been hauled away are still there and they're being dispatched daily. Some of it to scrap, some to recycling, and some of it, like wood things and things like that, can just be burnt in the burnt pile.
If you remember the back, I was not able to get a picture of the back due to the circumstances at the time. But I do remember there was stuff back there, but I decided.
Mostly the contents of the
I
shed.
understand your situation.
It was mostly the contents of the shed that was carried.
The problem we have now, if she says it's compliant,
we have to go take the picture. We have no proof.
But we've got the problem where we've had threats. So do we have to wait for?
We would have to have the sheriff's department go out there and probably take the pictures because Ben will not go back out to that property.
No threats were made. I was there.
There were very terrible threats made.
But if there's something that I can do to expedite the picture taking process, because Ben asked me that day, he was concerned because I was crying. And he said, "Are you safe?" And what I told him that day was, "No, I am safe," but it was my mouth is dry because I'm nervous. I'm sorry. I was crying mostly because I was worried about the fact that Jeff had passed away and that I was going to have to tell my kids. And then this was kind of unexpected. And then, so there was a lot going on that day. And I can say it till I'm blue in the face and it will make no difference, but I still feel like I need to say it. You were not in any danger. The internet, and I was not. There's I almost felt like I needed to go because the natural instinct is if somebody says something threatening, I've never been a male, but the shoulders go forward and the hands go back. And it's kind of like, and so it was like, you've said this and you're trying to, and I was just kind of, so that was my tears, that it wasn't that I was afraid, nor did I feel like to be afraid for you. I understand that you get threats. You have said 2 times that you
Ben will not go out to property.
threats.
So if you want current pictures, we'll have to notify the sheriff's department. And Jody, will that take legal action as well? They'll need some type of order.
Based on past conversations with them, they require a court order.
Yes.
Before they will go, unless there's an immediate threat.
So do we have that?
We have that process.
In process?
Yes.
Okay. So we don't need to.
We have the court order
We don't have the court order yet. We have the process started.
to go
Yes.
out with.
This is a process that I'm familiar with. So I'm just kind of like, which is why I'm trying to speak. And you're like, no, I don't want to talk to you, but I don't know how to communicate. And you sent the letters to my sister. And as I've said, she is older. And so the first one that she sent me was 2 weeks after. And she was like, oh, you need this. She thought she had sent me the second letter. Has no idea, and she does not have any form of deterioration, but she has no idea where that second letter is. So I don't have any of the details. So I'm not trying to put you in an odd place. I just don't know how to get communication.
I understand. This situation was kind of, say, unique due to the circumstances of the time. So, again, in this context, this job is handled differently for safety, whether or not there was a.
Trying to make light of it, I'm really not. I just didn't know how to communicate, and I don't know. So if you.
We talked with the phone a couple.
The one time that I had missed the meeting, and I felt so badly because I had really wanted to be at the meeting and had missed the meeting. Yeah. So I'm just like, my mouth is so dry. So I'm just going forward with the fine and things. I just need to know how we go about paying that or what we need to do next. Very specific, kind of like with the abatement. I don't know. So if we could just, if I could just get that information, whether email or just clearly, we're not trying to be resistant or defiant. I just am not familiar with
the fine will show up on her property taxes.
On her sister's phone.
She had already paid that in May. So she was not sure if she needed to pay. I think she normally pays it once a year.
It'll come back next year.
Okay, so
it'll show up.
That's what she was not sure about. And she said, blind leading the blind. I'm trying to explain to her and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
So on your recommendations, we can only continue to monitor until the court stuff happens.
Yeah, I think at this point, we need a court order so that the sheriff's department can go out with our compliance officer and confirm
We got
that.
two different cases. Now, we've got a criminal case, compliance case. So from our standpoint, with the way he was threatened, we are going to go to court with a written detachment to come out there with the sheriff's deputy to take pictures.
Okay.
And at that point, we can dismiss that particular case.
Okay.
It's your sister. But this case is a whole different ballgame.
Right. And Terry's on.
You don't take threats lightly.
And no one can, and even in the day that Ben was out there and not knowing who he was, when he was parked up the road kind of behind a bush, I was out walking the dog. And I made a point to make eye contact because living out in the country, even in the middle of the day, you just don't know anymore.
That's kind of where we're at right now.
So I just
You need
need
to
to,
take motion.
I'm sorry.
And make the motion that we continue to monitor and allow the legal process to play out.
Second.
We don't need it though, do we? According to Jody, we don't need
It's
it.
okay, that's fine.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Nice.
Opposed, the same, motion carried. You understand where you're at, right?
Don't need to do anything except for show up next.
But he will call you when he's out there to take pictures with the sheriff's department.
I don't know how soon that will
To
be.
contact me, please feel free to contact me. It's just,
So,
okay.
I don't know how soon that will be. If you will continue.
Right. But no, that is fine. Like I said, it's.
I mean, I would, in the next 30 days, I can hopefully get it.
We may have
I just,
porch cleaned up by then.
it looks so much better. And again, this isn't, and not to throw anybody, this wasn't my stuff. So it doesn't, it was terrible what happened, but I'm glad that it's gone. So I will just wait to hear from you, and then I will put this meeting on the calendar for next month as a continuation at that point. Does that sound
Very
good?
good. June 23rd.
June 23rd. I'll write it on the calendar. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Jackson, step up to the podium, please.
Oh, do you need to speak?
Yes. Are you complaining about a property or?
Due to experience, what ramifications would happen of a nuisance neighbor.
Okay.
Not trying to cause any riffraff.
No.
Just trying to learn because this has been a faithful nuisance.
Might as well, yeah. Thank you. Do you know if we currently have a case on that property?
Yes, it is, I believe.
Any more?
No.
Yeah.
Okay,
No, I'm Gina Jackson.
okay.
What is the property?
It is on Old Rushville Road.
Oh, one we are.
Is that,
There. Samoan.
oh, okay. So we can pull it back up then. It's the Mullins. So it is the open case. Okay.
It is.
Let's meet
Your property.
2026.
Property, but it is a nuisance. I own property out there for many, many years, and there's been several properties out there.
Very good. Yeah.
Do I really need to speak, or should I wait until after?
Just wait till the pictures show up. That way we can all catch up with you.
Sure. Yeah. Is this the right address?
I see.
We've seen this already, but we can go through it again here. Let's continue to monitor.
Can you guys see the screen okay?
Let's get it now.
Okay.
So are you a neighbor or do you just own property nearby?
Go in a property nearby.
And you live in that area? Or,
My mother does.
Okay.
So grown up in that area. But it appears that somebody might be living in one of the outbuildings. There are 3 active outbuildings right now. It's just a lot of clutter. There's a lot of places for standing water. And
The backyard, I couldn't get a good picture at the time. This part of the fence is open, so you can see back in the stuff back there. And I spoke with Mrs. Mullen at the time over the phone, And she said the same thing about a dog being back there. And initially, I don't know if we have pictures from.
Fence is currently down or
It's down.
broken.
I can go back to
There's
April.
another one from maybe from April that I got a picture. It may not have been.
There's a tractor front, there's kayaks, there's vehicles, it's a constant nuisance. And I know Mr. Lewis has been,
Yeah,
involved.
so I must not have had a good picture, but if you keep going, yep, for more, please. In front of this barn, right here, there is a gate, and the gate was open to where I thought I got a picture, but again, it may have been blurry, so I apologize for that on my part. But there's a bunch of junk right behind that fence that was visible at the time when I was there, when I was getting all these pictures and stuff. So, I do know that what she's saying is correct. Again, with the fence up and all this, that kind of throws some questions up in the air, but I do know that I think you can see more from Old Rushville Road to the north there, looking back to the south. But I didn't get a good picture from the road right here. If you were to step into this cornfield, you could see a lot more into the back. Again, I was gonna go back there, but when they were not home at the time, she said there was a dog back there that would bite, so I decided not to, of course.
I believe you made a statement earlier, it's like 2 things leave and 3 things reappear. And I've owned the property 2 houses down from that for the last 20 years. And that property used to be kept up very, very distinctly and very loved. And it's just very sad because it brings my investment property value down drastically. And others. I'm just speaking out on behalf of us.
We have addressed this case already. We were told it was cleaned up, and we will prove that, and we will go from there. Okay? We'll take care of it. We just have to do things. I mean, if they work with us, we work with them. If they threaten us, it's a whole new ballgame. So we're going to get it cleaned up. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay. Then we get
Hey,
peace. Right?
Every time you start a new case.
Didn't on days.
Well, it hadn't been on mine.
No, I have no eyes at all.
Well, everybody, these 4.
Oh my goodness. I'm not complaining.
Him's got a.
Eyes.
It's ready and.
Well, okay, now it's clear.
crazy.
It jumps up in the corner and says,
What happens when you get this position?
stick with it. I like
You are so important.
I like this chair.
Yeah, I finally got this chair where I can lean back and not fall out.
Where are we going? Mr. E.
Yeah. Start here. Entirely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here's Abel. This is
Boy, no
this is
time.
after Rusty and his crew have been in and out and done their job. They've done a great job. Did a lot of cleanup, a lot of improvement, I can't stress how much much has been done. So here's May.
Didn't think we'd ever see this.
Yeah.
Wow.
And this was all done by an agreement with Rusty and his crew and Mr. Anderson. They said they've done a really good job. This is what is left now for the contractor to deal with. So he's clear on it. He's going to come in. He's got a bigger crew that has capability to come in and get the school bus and the trailers and that kind of stuff. So this will look even better here in the next month or so. Again, it depends on weather. You can tell how much water was there.
Yeah.
So, and this is on the priority list. This is probably number 2 right now on the list. So as soon as another property is done, this will be the next one to tackle. This will take a little bit of time, of course, due to what's left and the larger vehicles there. But
We just need to continue.
Just continue.
I make a motion, we continue.
I'll second it.
Have a first and second to continue. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same, motion carried.
The same thing. Here's Michael Gray.
Oh, the screen's okay right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I fixed it on mine. I don't know if that fixed everybody's or it's
Yes.
it on and off.
Thank you.
She went to the next one, it didn't come up, so.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
So this is March. This is, abatement was kind of in progress, whatever. I don't think I have any current pictures of this due to it being in the abate status right now. It is currently being abated. They are out there maybe right now, working on that. And I don't know if any of you have been by this in a while or not, but there's been a lot of improvement. It's about halfway done.
Make a motion to continue.
Motion to continue. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same, motion carried. Should have seconded, but
Nothing's been moved to their property. It had before the basement.
So here's Abby. There's not been anything done with this one due to the waiting for court. So you're not going to see any kind of change here due to the issues with this one. So
I move to continue.
second, motion and a second to continue. All in favor, say aye. Opposed, the same, motion carries.
On that D and B properties, was that lady a renter or is her and her husband D and B property?
no, they rent from the DV properties. Saver Investments Group here in North Michigan Road. Grass has been mowed. This is April. Grass hadn't been mowed. Grass has been mowed now. Still, some junk and trash needs to be taken care of. This mower doesn't run. There's still stuff. It's some junk in the back. They've done some work there, but again,
Has it been evicted yet?
not that I know of.
Okay, so it's still in whatever legal
Dusty.
process they were going through.
Yeah, he's still there. So
You get any feedback from him at all, or is he staying out of the picture?
no, I've got some back from him. I've been up there multiple times. To find that nothing has changed. I'm trying to word it here best I can. There's not, I mean, there hasn't been a lot of improvement. There might be a little bit here,
But the company's been coming into it, correct?
someone has mowed. I don't know who that was. That's where we're sitting right now. And this one is waiting for legal too for abatement. So
Yeah, we're just waiting on that court order to come through.
Okay, so all we can do is continue to monitor.
So moved. I have a first and a second to continue. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. This is the changing one. That's who they are. This is the short corridor too.
same thing. This was initials and stuff. The guy that's living there is still there. There's just some legal issues on their side that they're kind of going through and dealing with right now. And Mrs. Moore, whoever she is, hasn't gotten possession yet. That's probably coming in a month, but there's been a delay. So
Make a motion to continue.
I will continue in a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carried. Legal case.
read same story.
Golly.
Just waiting on legal.
Yeah. Any updates on this case?
Same, it's in the same status as the Saber Investments. We're just waiting on court.
Okay.
Move to continue.
The move to continue
Second.
in a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
That's the leak here on Pleasant Valley Road. Here's April. Trash for abatement here. Here's May. This is after the abatement is done. Contractor did a great job. Mowed it, cleaned it up.
Make a motion to dismiss.
A motion and a second to dismiss this case. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Gotta go.
Good luck.
Okay.
Yeah.
For 3 months. 3 days. All right.
So this is McElwain here on 800 North. Back from April here. Here's May. Again, this when I was there, it was raining. I did walk a little bit, but didn't seem like there was a lot of progress. You know, I believe due to the rain, that's probably why. But before this, there had been consistent progress every month. And this is where we're sitting currently.
I'd make a motion, we continue at least one more month, and if no progress, then we take further action.
Second.
I have a second and a first. I'll do continue to monitor. Till next month, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Jackson property here on Maple Drive. Last month, some junk and trash, some broken material here. May not been any change. Probably can't tell from this picture, well, from that picture. Maybe another one. I did put, it kind of looks like there might be a leak, but there's a note I put on the door. It's due to weather. It had folded down, but it was up there saying for someone to call me, and no one's called me. There has been people out mowing it. I did speak with a neighbor. So they've been at the property, but no one's contacted me. There's not a lot that needs to be done. It's just junk and trash there on the back, some here on the side, and then some on the front.
You haven't been able to get a hold of the property owners per se?
No, we had Jody had sent me some numbers. I tried those. Some of them were not working. I never got a call back on the others, and then I left I put a note myself on the front door, a sticky note, not just a sticky note, but I'll call it that for lack of a better term, on the front door to where it was going to be. And
I remember when the car was there, when you tagged it, it disappeared.
Yeah, it did.
Somebody's watching the property.
You said it's been mowed?
Been mowed.
Yeah, they do.
They mow it. I talked to the neighbor when I was there on the 21st, and she said there's someone that mows it, but the one that owns it, or some, it was kind of a confusing story, but doesn't live here anymore. And then another relative is the one that's mowing it, and they're not sure if they're going to come back or not. They've not been there for a couple years.
Well, I know that from what I understand, the house is deteriorating, and
yeah, it's bad. I mean, a lot of it's fallen in the soffit.
So is there any like foreclosure notices or anything on this property, Joe?
I've not looked into that, but
I haven't looked to see.
Should we request an appearance? See if they're
you
gonna.
can't find it.
I've not.
I would say, why don't we just go ahead and abate it and get it over?
That's probably the best bet. Just
That's my thought.
Move to abate.
Motion to move in a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried.
Should the health department get involved?
I thought about getting
Building
buildings.
or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd recommend we do that, have them do that.
It's Swift here on 400 West. April.
This is the one we're abating, right?
Yeah, this was the partial abatement.
Which one are we on?
Brett Swift. It's
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the one that keeps parking that in your way.
Yeah. So here's May. It was pulled a little differently. So everything I think looks pretty good here. Down below has cleaned up a lot. The only thing that I see that's still, in my view, in violation is the semi. But Lisa and I were talking, and when this case was up originally and then was dismissed, that semi was here. And it was, at that time, it was still on tandem axles. So, or on axles. So I was gonna leave it in the board's hands, kind of like what you guys wanted to decide, but with it being dismissed before and now it's here.
Is he trying to make a residence out of it?
Make it something else.
It's been like that since it was there. And it was kind of had camper style doors on the side.
It's just taking a.
Didn't have the plate. It was off.
The running gear.
But yeah, he's put it down on blocks and on stone.
But you're saying everything looks good at this point?
Yeah, he like, between our crew and then himself, everything that looks good. This is a pile of wood with kind of some stuff to keep it dry, I believe. So outside of this thing that we're looking at right here, I believe that's the only thing that would still fall by.
I don't even have to say about this property, this piece.
I thought that the only thing left is the construction trailer.
It's a semi trailer, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
It's still a trailer, isn't it? Even though because that's what it was originally built for.
I forget what the zoning was on that. 6 acre.
Is this visible from the road? The trailer?
Yeah, you can see.
Oh, this actually wasn't the one I was even thinking of.
Is he cooperating any better or speaking with you, answering phone calls?
I haven't talked to him. Times I talked to him before. I mean, he's been at my office. I've talked to him on the phone. I've talked to him at the place. Ever since that last time, I think I was at his place. There's not been any kind of communication.
So it's zoned ag, so he could have that on the property if it's on a hard surface, which it's not, so. Would be a zoning violation also.
Part of the frame here, or is that a hard surface?
No, that's a
telephone pole. Telephone pole. Yeah, guy's got better eyes than I've got.
Actually,
No, that ain't a hard surface.
Was that something we would work on together with zoning, or would we turn it over to zoning, or would we tell him to get rid of it before zoning had to?
I think it's in violation of both. I mean, it's a zoning violation, which is separate from our ordinance, but it's a trailer. I mean, under our ordinance, whether it's on the wheels or not, right? It's.
That's what I always thought.
It would still be not in compliance.
It's gonna be a little harder to get rid of, but it needs to go.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna be able to help you, so you may as well just do it under your ordinance. If you want to get rid of it, so.
It's not still a trailer.
Yes.
But we need to let Steve. Or we have to settle a letter saying we're coming after that too.
I mean, it's still in the abatement status.
Right.
We need to have Steve go ahead and remove it.
Yeah. Like I said, my only, I wouldn't say pushback. My only question was because it was dismissed at one time with it being there.
How long ago was it dismissed?
So I would look at that.
Gosh, I don't
It
know.
was before I was here, so I've been here almost.
Because I know.
They could make the argument in that case that it was, we deemed it compliant at that time, so it's grandfathered into our new ordinance. It probably was under the old ordinance, but again.
That's what I was thinking. If it changed ordinance, it's under two different, now it's under a different ordinance. It's like the fence deal.
It would be considered grandfathered in if we had dismissed it previously and it was on the.
Even though the ordinance changed, it would still be a grandfather.
Yes.
Even though it's a new violation, that doesn't.
So then the only thing it's got against it now would be zoning.
I guess we'd have to look and see when it was dismissed, because I don't remember if it was under this ordinance. Then I would say it's probably fine. If it was under a prior ordinance. I think that's when we put that.
Oh, yeah, that's so if
requirement,
it
right?
existed under the prior. Yeah.
Maybe let's pull on this one and do some research. to see
Yeah.
if it's-
I mean, even under my ordinance, like if he refused to put a hard surface down, then he has to get rid of it. Like he's got to do one or the other. So it's just if we put a hard surface down, then it could still be there. So.
Let's continue it 1 month so we can do a little bit of digging into this file.
Make a motion, we continue to allow everybody to check into what's going on.
Second.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried.
Agreed.
Okay, here's Greg Reed here from March.
Yeah.
Trash, tires, those things. There's May. This is after the abatement. Much different.
Beautiful.
And then nice.
I wonder how long that's gonna last.
Yeah.
Motion to dismiss.
Second.
So a motion and a second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same, motion carried.
Ryan Armstrong here, Park Lane, Fairland. There's April. Young and trash. There's May. There's been some improvement. Still some stuff on the back that needs to be taken care of, but you know, some of the stuff here is gone. There's still quite a bit here that needs to be taken care of. The bags that were here, the bags of trash, they are gone. Still more to go.
Have you had any contact with them?
I've spoken with him once or twice in person there, and he had said that originally there was a car that I had tagged that has since left. That was a friend of his or someone. He had said that he's in bad health, so he's not able to do a lot of the stuff himself. So I have, but it's been a month or so.
It's a pre-abatement notice been sent.
Yes. You guys voted on that last.
Yes, that was,
Yeah, it would have been sent already.
so we're just kind of waiting on that.
So we haven't actually ordered it. We just sent a pre-note.
Pre-abate, yeah.
Well,
With his health, does he need for us to do it since he can't?
I mean, maybe. Like I said, whoever it was got rid of those black trash bags from on the side, and then there was a bed over here, and it's gone.
what if we give him 30 more days, and if it doesn't, then we'll go ahead and pay it.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
I'll make a motion, we do that.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a first and second to give him 30 days with the pre-abatement and then abate it afterwards if he doesn't get a response. Oh, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say.
Scared me there for a minute.
I thought
I'm getting tired, Jim.
That comes with
you
age.
still got 5 pages to go.
I know.
All right, Trent Buckland. Here's April. Still some junk and stuff in the side yard here that nope.
The backyard, my goodness.
Yeah. Here's May. There's been some improvement. Still some stuff that needs to be taken care of here, but there has been some improvement here from April to May. Still some more to go.
Motion, we give him another month.
I'll second.
And a second to allow him 30 more days. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Black. 252. April. There's May. I'll note no real change here. Weeds and grass are very tall. When I got there, I was taking my pictures. I had a phone call come in, so I sat there for a few minutes, took the phone call, and while I was there, he came down the driveway in his van. He had said that he was not happy. He said that he'd been in the hospital, finally got out of the hospital. He said he's going to try and get someone to help him clean that up or to fix the fence, and that someone's going to come help mow the yard as well. I did come up and look at the vehicles here, they are, some of them have the plates, but they're not where they're supposed to be, or they have something that says temp plate, doesn't say how long the temp plate is. These are all fine that I noted, but still tall grass and weeds. And then there's some other stuff, some junk that's back there. And then tall grass and weeds here. And then the fence broken down with the beagle that you can see right there. He's supposed to have it somewhat cleaned up this week, maybe by tomorrow. But like I said, he said that he was in pretty bad health. And then he also said he just recently lost his job. So he's not.
Well, you don't have any more money to buy stuff to bring it in.
Well, and at the time when I was talking to him, he was very irate, and I did not inform him of the fine, even though he had been sent notices and sent an email. He was not aware of all this going on. So
Maybe you'll sell some of those cars to get some money.
Doubt it.
So that's how you build, that's how you build.
I spoke with Desiree about the issue up top here, because at this point right here, with them being plated at the time initially operable, it suffices the ordinance here, but for her side, this would be a violation.
Yeah, and I have to check because we already fined him the maximum amount, and I don't know if we can do that again for, I don't know, because I never cited him for that initially, so.
Well, we hit him with the $10,000 fine last month. So.
Yeah.
He's obviously got money to buy junk.
What does your ordinance actually say then?
Mine, so on residential properties, you can't park cars in the grass. They've got to be on a hard surface.
All the cars driving by here, the beautiful light.
Yeah, you jump off I-65 and see beautiful Shelby County right away.
So
Not much we can do right now.
not much we can do at this point, right?
Yeah, I mean, the abatement, it was scheduled for abatement. This is, like the vehicles that are visible that are behind the fence right there that's knocked down. Jody and I talked about that last month, just doing what we can see right here. So I don't know if by the time the contractor can get down there, that it won't be put back up.
Yeah.
So at that point, it'll be just mowing, if that's not been done.
And fine,
The fine was already set.
and he'll have to deal with zoning on the cars outside the fence.
Yeah, she'll send something.
I'll look into it and see.
Okay.
All we can do then, let's
Not under.
wait a month and see if they get the
Thank you very
fence.
much for what you're gonna look into.
I make a motion, we continue for a month and see if the fence gets put up.
Or if the abatement starts.
Yeah.
I'll second
Because
that.
I hate to contractor get down there and the fence be back up.
I have a motion to allow them one more month and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
There's the Boeing residence here, 252, initial case, junk, trash, inoperable, non-plated vehicle. Junk in the back. There's May, clean that up. Clean that up. The only issue still is the vehicle that is there. The van is still there. I don't know if up there it is. So it was involved in an accident and the owner is waiting on insurance to find out what they're gonna do with it. The plate is expired. And it was involved in an accident, so it does run, but it's not on the road, it's not insured due to the accident. So that's where we're sitting right now. That's the only thing that's still in violation with this. But I told him, I said, just send me your information from your insurance, verifying all this, and then we would go from there. So, I mean, he's done a lot, and I mean, with that being the only thing, I would see a reason not to, or I wouldn't push back if you guys wanted to dismiss.
I feel like he's going to either fix the vehicle or.
Yeah, it's him and his wife. They were older and He's done a lot. He said that he's just waiting on insurance. I know how insurance sometimes can take a little while. So
Yeah, but then, you know, if something goes awry, then, you know, the van's still sitting there, you know, with the.
Monitor.
Yeah, continue to monitor.
A motion to continue to monitor. And a second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Berwick Trust here on 300 East. April. Word of month. Yep. So initially I tagged numerous, yeah, I want to say 12 to 15 cars, maybe vehicles, motorcycles, cars, you name it. So again, this is all from the initial case.
Have you talked to anybody from the trust?
Well, I've spoken with the resident there, both Lisa and I have. So we did impound 4 vehicles. They disputed one of them. It was brought back to our lot. They came, met us at the lot. They proved that it was operable, had the plate, and then left with it. A few days later, they called and said that it had been damaged. We're wanting to push on to us. So that so we talked with Lisa and I talked, and then we got Jody involved. And have they ever reached out to you?
No.
Okay. So we have video evidence of them driving away with it. So I mean, we're covered there. This is the current state that it's in right now. There have been 4 vehicles removed. One did go back, so there should be 3 removed, but this is the current state that it's in. They had said to me and to Lisa that they had cleaned up everything. Clearly, that's not the case here. But this case initially started from this was a joint investigation between myself and Robert. And he said that he'd been out there before with someone else before me. And he said this was the worst he'd ever seen it. So there's still.
The abatement ongoing, or is it in line for?
This one was just the vehicles, I believe.
We sent a pre-abatement notice.
We sent a
Pre-abatement notice, yeah. The vehicles were removed due to an impound, due to tag expiring. This vehicle right here, the Audi, it had a tag on it, and it still has not got a new plate, and it's got a bunch of trash on the inside. They're saying that they use that for, I'm going to call it a hot rod, but it's not moved from that spot since I tagged it initially. About same with the camper.
That's what I was going to say. How about the camper? It looked like it's full of.
Yes, same.
Is it?
So I don't believe so. And there was someone living in there initially. Our contractor told me that he knew of someone living there at one point. So this is ready to go. That is ready to go. But they had said that was a hot rod, and we had talked about before there was you could have one off-road vehicle or one special vehicle. I know that's been in the past, it's been the case. So however the board wanted to handle that.
To abate the driveway and the backyard both. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I would recommend abatement due to the state that it's
That's
in.
what I'm getting ready, because we already seen a pre-abatement notice.
Yeah.
And if they think this is cleaned up, they're not going to do any more.
Right. Yeah.
And this one, I will also add that I spoke with numerous people when they said to use caution with this one. They did push back with the animal control. Animal control had been out multiple times. Their dogs got loose. I think they bit another dog. Animal control went out there to give citation stuff, and they ripped them up and were very aggressive with them at the time. So I will send all that, but there might be a possibility of that down the road.
We may have to invoke
Just
legal action again.
Let's just move.
That's fine. That's fine with me.
Why take the chance? But that's my opinion.
We should order the abatement with the
Legal
behind
aspect.
Yeah, I'll make that motion.
In a second,
I'll second that.
all in favor, say aye.
Uh,
Motion carried.
I would contact the trust since they're the owners. Let them know what's going on.
Yeah, so Lisa and I were talking about that. How is he involved with that?
So Billy Carpenter is who I talked to, which is the mother of the people living, and she has no idea why it's under Berwick Trust.
Okay.
No clue. But we're sending all notifications to Berwick Trust,
Right.
so.
Well, somebody there needs to know what's going on because I would think they're responsible for everything.
they're gonna get billed.
Yeah,
We'll get a heck of a bill.
yeah, that's gonna be costly.
There's North Michigan Road here. April. This was again the initial here with vehicles and junk and trash and
And if you
So-
recall, there was a gentleman here last month that said he had purchased it and the property card is under that new name. So just a preview of what you're to see.
He promised to clean it up.
yes. So the vehicles we did impound one vehicle and then the trailer it left. We believe it may have been stolen. The other vehicle that was there, it was removed by property owner or something. The vehicle that we impounded belonged to someone else that it was just staying there for the time being. The one that lived here was borrowing it or something and it was staying here. So that vehicle was released to the owner. And then this is all current. So there's still the same stuff that was there before. There really hasn't been any change to the property from last month.
Still graffiti.
Junk and trash, vending machine. And all this is visible from 74, as well as from Michigan Road.
Do we have an idea how long it's been titled to him?
Not very long.
I don't remember the date when I looked at it.
Month to.
Well, you here last month.
Mhm.
And we've had so much rain, maybe that's the reason, I don't know. But
yeah,
You give him the benefit of the doubt, go for 1 month.
I believe so. I think that's only be right. And then in a month, then we like, okay.
I think with the weather, man, we've had so much rain. So
we'll have a motion to monitor it for another month in a second.
And so,
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
He purchased it on May 12th.
he hasn't had it that long, with much good weather to do much.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I get tipped.
Right here, Rick Henson and Waldron. Initial pictures, or pictures from April from the initial case. Vehicles, junk and trash, tires. This was all part of the initial case. Appliances. Here's May. I did speak with Rick. I walked around the property with him. Talked about what needed to be done. He has improved. He has done some improvement. The appliance that was there is gone. There's still a TV there. There's tires. Still some tires here in this location that need to be taken care of. And outside of that, and then there's a couple of car parts up in the front. Outside of that, there's been improvement. So it looks good.
Should we give him more time?
I would
Make the motion that we continue to monitor for another month.
Second. Have a first and a second to continue to monitor. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
You have a couple repeats here. Let's start with Bob Holtz.
We're in a new case. Good.
some of the trash, tires, on the side.
These are repeat cases.
Did that tractor tire show back up?
I don't know if we showed them here or not, maybe. There's some broken stuff back here, some weeds back there, some other junk.
We just released this a month or two ago, didn't we?
No, this was released when I first started, which is kind of hard to believe, but.
Apologize, I thought it was the one with the tractor tire.
Oh, no, that was
The decorative
one.
Yeah, that's Hazel.
decorative tire.
Mhm.
That tire's in the back somewhere, I'll tell you that right now.
Right.
Somewhere. So.
I said, I was walking around, I walked around with the property with the grandson who lives there and kind of explained to him, he understood, he said that, he's working on getting rid of some of the stuff. It might take some time, but he's working on getting rid of some of it. But he lives there with his mom and his grandma, I believe.
You would have to think he was the one that brought it in.
Yes.
Well, I recommend we give him a month, see what kind of
Tell
progress.
him we don't have a tremendous amount of time.
Yes.
Motion to continue to monitor in a second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Through this one.
Here's another repeat case here, Tree Hogan. 5938, there were none.
Just for the record, with Judy or Trudy
Is related to Anthony.
and Andy are brother sisters. And the mom, the apple didn't fall too far from the tree.
Yeah, yeah. So this is the initial case here on the 6th. Extremely tall grass and weeds.
We debated this the last time, did we not?
I think they did it themselves, yeah. We've had it a couple of times.
There's some trash and junk in the back and some tires. Spoke with the property owner next to it, and he was really happy that I was there. He said that he bought the property recently and he's mowed this strip just for his own benefit. And
He bought the property next door.
yeah, just to the north of it.
Okay.
So he really would like to get it cleaned up so that there's not varmints coming over to his place. That's why he did what he did here, just to kind of give it a buffer.
I'd say we just need to abate it. Mow it, clean it up.
I'll second that.
Yeah, because the grass is getting out of hand.
I have a motion and a second to abate the property. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. This one.
Two.
But we talked about this one.
No, it's not repeat.
Oh, okay.
Martin Overby, it's the next one, 26-26. UB case, junk and trash. This one kind of came through the health department, but came from another complainant. So, all grass and weeds, junk. The building here, the carport was flipped over, I think, due to the storm. There's still a lot of junk there. I spoke with the neighbor next door. They said that this property was being sold soon. Instead of it being owned by Martin Overby, it was going to be owned by his mom, I believe is what he said. And that whoever it was, once that transition took place, that someone was going to come in and clean it up. And
You don't know when's that going.
that's what the neighbor said. So
Pardon?
that's what the neighbor told me. So,
But you don't know when that process may happen.
and I've not looked to see if this will change hands yet or not. So.
So you talked to Martin?
No, he doesn't live there. I talked to the neighbor and they didn't have a phone number for him. So I did.
Somebody lives there, I assume.
That it was a rental, and then the neighbor said that the ones that were living there moved out.
So it's left like this and it's vacant right now.
So
Martin
apparently was had one
until March.
We need to send a pre-abatement.
Yeah, I'd send a pre-abatement to Martin
A motion, a second to pre-abate notice. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carried.
That's all on the repeat cases.
The motion that we lump all the new cases together and continue to monitor them until next month.
Second. One, hey, Kevin, second.
Whichever one you want. Whichever one you want.
Yeah. Kevin.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Oh, cat, we got it.
I have like 6 or 8 on my desk that I haven't even had a chance to start yet, so.
I could give you several more, but I'm not going to.
But I have a couple that will maybe not even see your radar with the new changes that were applied with the tall grass and weeds. I got a couple of those that are just tall grass and weeds, repeats that will be.
They back,
Yep.
but didn't come up on her.
Yeah, I fixed mine. I guess it didn't transfers. Too late now. It's still doing it next.
All right, any other business?
Anything?
And I have a motion to end this case for a second.
No move.
Motion to dismiss. All in favor, say aye. I got a question.
Just a minute, please, just a minute. Let's,